evening, everybody, and welcome here to New Hampshire Motor Speedway for the J&J's Yoke and Co. Oval Series here on the New Hampshire Motor Speedway Mini Oval. My name is Devin Poslusny, here to call the next 25 laps of action for these 9 competitors around the Magic Mini Oval, or the Magic Quarter Mile. There you go. Anyways, so just because this race might go 25 green flag laps straight, we are going to take a quick commercial break. These guys are getting one to go. So without further ado, we'll be right back with your green flag. Field out of turn number 4. Welcome back here to NHMS. We are green with their 25-lap feature. Quick storyline as they all bunch up off the exit of turn 1. I will admit, and no broadcaster ever wants to admit this, but I am getting some slight raindrops on my head, not to quote the song, but there is a little drizzle. Does this translate to the racetrack? Who knows? But all I know is it's kind of cold. You know, it's September 7th, and it's feeling like it. John Buffington out front. Gallant in second. Walker third. Berry fourth. Weymouth fifth. That's your top 5. And it looks like the number 0 car, not sure who was actually in that car, heading to the garage. Not sure what happened. Maybe he was just scuffing tires. I don't know. So there were 10 cars on track. Now we're back to 9, how I actually thought the field was. So yeah, maybe he was just out there scuffing tires, or maybe he wanted a last-minute entry and something went wrong, but that 0 car, who's a part of the Buffington camp, so TSM Motorsports, or TS Motorsports, back in the garage. Speaking of TS Motorsports, Sean Buffington leading here with 19 to go here at the Magic Quarter Mile. So far, everyone playing nice. As you can see, the closest thing to a battle is Tyler Berry and Bob Weymouth here going for 4th. And just as soon as I say that, Jack Walker drops to the inside, looking to go on the inside of Gallant. And the raindrops keep getting heavier. No caution. Hopefully this vortex is working. I don't mind if I get rained on. I mean, the camera's going to get a little wet, not a fan of that, but I'd rather get rained on and still get the race in than anything, as they are really picking up. Oh yeah, this is a rainstorm. Inside, Weymouth looking to get by Berry. I have rain all over my camera screen here. Oh yeah, this is rain. No caution yet. 2 battles. Weymouth on the inside of Tyler Berry and Jack Walker on the inside of Gallant. And it looks like the pace of this race has slowed down. Trouble turn 4. The 095 around, and this is going to pull a caution as it is raining. Oh yeah, I think message definitely got into race control, because teams are going back to their positions, walking back to their trailers. And Sean Buffington out front, you can just see the color of the racetrack has changed to that damp feeling. These cars do technically have rain tires on, or they can race in the rain. We see them in the road course all the time. So technically, depending on if these cars have them, we could continue racing. However, I do not believe that's going to be the case if they do deem that the track is too wet to continue. The sun is setting here, so we do also have technically a light curfew. Not even a sound curfew, because these guys, I believe the rule is at New Hampshire Motor Speedway that as long as you start a race before 7:30, you can keep racing until you run out of light, because there are no lights here. But definitely two main factors: is it too wet to continue, and when do we have to call it because of light? Sunset's supposed to be at 7:09 tonight, but of course it's overcast, so you take away any rays of additional sunshine. We are only 15, or we only are 10 laps in. We're not even halfway. So if we go by NASCAR rules, we still got a race to continue here. Of course, NHMS might go by different rules just because everyone's here now, and we got to do what we got to do. But that storm and this cell, I'm going to check the radar, because this might be a quick cell. Just to the left of our camera position, to the southwest, is sun. Looks like they're going to bring them inside. Yep, they are taking them into the garage here. I don't know if that means we've lost the track. The one time I don't have the scanner. This is the one time I should have brought the scanner. The field being brought in, but they are not going to their garage stalls or their cars, or to, you know what I mean. Yeah, this doesn't look too promising, not gonna lie. Here, we'll show you the radar. You can see where Concord is right here. We are just about right there in this section of the map. So that's a tough call to make given the current weather conditions, but they have these cars turned around. We are waiting for a call from race control. I'm not sure how I'm gonna hear it, but we'll figure it out. It feels like it's lightening up. I don't know if maybe, and this is what I was talking about, you can see the sun is here. It's literally right there. We're just over here now. The cars have been brought into the staging area just behind that giant white trailer. And you can see actually the sun, the sun's coming into this racetrack right now. So this is a tough call for race control, and we're going to just have to sit tight and wait. Like I said, I wish I had the scanner with me, because they're probably communicating via scanner, and yeah, I don't have it. It's in the trailer, if that makes anyone feel any better. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we are in a red flag situation. So here, while we get hit with a little bit of rain and wind, we're going to take a quick commercial break. On the other side of the break, we are going to hopefully have an update for you. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back here to New Hampshire Motor Speedway, and before you try and adjust your television screen, I can tell you this, the weather has changed. It's also been 21 days, and we are here to finish this race. Started on September 7th, finishing on September 28th. My name's Devin Poslesny, back here at NHMS for the remainder of this U.S. Legends car race. We left you on a commercial break with a red flag with 15 laps to go, just as Tom Searles had spun out in turn number 3, causing the caution to come out, and then at that point the rain started to fall. So yes, we took 21 days and put it into a 30-second commercial break, but you know what? That's the beauty of video editing and TV magic. So, once again, welcome back here to NHMS as we are here to finish this J&J Yoke & Co. or J&J's Yoke & Co. Oval Series race from September 7th here on September 28th, 2019. Waiting for the cars to come on out. They just had a 5-minute practice warm-up. A doubleheader for them today. They got this race, and then they're going to take a little break. And then they'll run a completely separate, brand new race just as a catch-up to a rainout they had earlier this year. For those of you who might be wondering, does that mean we get another race out of you? No, I'm sorry. Unfortunately, I have to, or not unfortunately, but unfortunately I'm going to miss this race. Fortunately, DP Production Group, the parenting production company of Racing Hotspot fueled by, DPPG, is going to cover 2 soccer games up in Belmont, New Hampshire. So if you're interested in sports outside of driving in circles, sorry, I had to say it. If you're interested, go check out our coverage of Belmont High School's 2 varsity soccer games. We got girls and boys. It'll be one heck of a show. They play their rival, Guilford High School. I'm excited. But, so yeah, that's why we will not be covering the second feature here today. Although, let me tell you, there are some heavy hitters here. The LeBrons are here. Josh Parsons from Seekonk is here. So, it's unfortunate that we're going to miss it because, like I said, that's going to be one to watch. But, you know, it is what it is. We're branching out, we're exploring, and we're enjoying the opportunity that the schedule allowed us to be able to take advantage of. And go from here to Belmont to cover those 2 soccer games. So it'll be fun. But, all right, enough with me rambling. Ladies and gentlemen, I know this is the last thing you want to do, but let me tell you, this is the final commercial break before we go racing. So let's take a quick commercial, and on the other side of the break, cars will be on track getting ready to restart this race with 15 laps to go here from New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back. Back here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway, row 1 for the restart. Buffington, Gallant, Walker, Berry, row 2, Weymouth, Smith, row 4. DeFifas, row 5, with Kraus on his outside. Here we go, 15 to go, we are green. Everyone finding their place so far. Everyone also being clean. Green caution. Oh no, 1 around and 1. No caution. DeFifas is going to get going. I apologize, by the way, if I just got your name wrong. I probably did. But does that affect somebody? Because there is a cone down. Take a look in one. It's out of the racing line, but does that, well, I guess there's the other half of it. I'm gonna say, does that mess up a target point? Like, every driver has those marks that they look for to hit. But I guess if you only halved it, then it's got no worries. Everyone playing nice right now. 10 to go here. Sean Buffington, Jack Walker, Gallant. That's your top three. Darren Gallant. Then it's Weymouth, Berry, Smith, Kraus, and the FIFAs. Whoa, Gallant just literally hung 10, driving like he was on ice. There is debris in 1 and 2 from that cone, although it's been pushed out of the racing groove now. You can see it right here. Little pieces of white plastic. No caution, we're still clean and green. 7 to go, 6 to go at the line. Sean Buffington pushing the chip when he comes down that front straightaway. Pretty sure that's Buffington doing it. Yeah, that's him. One around in 1 and 2. No, yeah, there it is. Caution's flying as the field has to miss the FIFAs. And went just as they were coming to get 5 to go, caution flag flies. So we have 6 laps left. A race that just doesn't want to end. I guess this race just likes being here. We're talking about the race like it's a person. But anyways, this is going to be a complete race restart here with 6 laps to go. It's a 6-lap shootout. Are you excited? I'm excited. This is going to get good. But this cleanup might be a little long because they're going to take the rest of the cone, or it's actually a can, and are they going to clean? That's the question. Are they going to get the push brooms out and clean up some of the plastic? Doesn't look like they are. Well, looks like a race official is walking toward the racetrack. He's picked up 1 piece of plastic. 2. 3. And the street sweeper's coming out. So with 6 laps to get, try that again. And with 6 laps to go, we have a full course yellow here on the mini oval race from, I guess you could say, September 7th, finishing on September 28th here. Buffington, Walker, Gallant, that's your top 3. As the street sweepers hitting the outside line. While we have this free moment, I don't want to go to another commercial break because I don't I feel like we've had a couple of those already. Not to mention, I think the longest commercial break in all of broadcast history. Let's talk about what's coming up on our racing schedule. We'll do this again at the end of the broadcast, but I figured we go into a little bit more depth with this one. So tonight, believe it or not, and I know some of you are going to go, wait. You just said you were going to a high school soccer game. How are you covering a race tonight? Well, our friends at Riverhead Raceway have allowed us to have access to some of their film. And a friend of ours that goes to Riverhead Raceway from Pit Stop Pitbull, I knew I was going to get that wrong, so I pulled out my phone. Pit Stop Pitbull they go to the races down there and they film everything, like everything from Legends to the Enduros to the modified style tour. Like they are very impressive. Let's put it that way. So they have agreed to send us film from last week's race and this week's race. Last week's race film is already online, so for those of you who haven't seen it, go check it out because it was a wreck fest. And let me tell you, it was one heck of a show to watch. I don't want to give it away, but a driver rolled down the back straightaway. He's okay, but he rolled down the back straightaway. So go check that race out on our YouTube channel. Also highlights on the Facebook page, Instagram, and social and Twitter. So yeah, tonight is another Legends car race. It's actually their season finale and their championship night. And they will, Pit Stop Pitbull will film the race and send it to us again, and we'll cover it. So that's tonight. Our coverage should be online by Monday if we go off of how it went last week. Next week is our final weekend. Can you believe that? I'm sorry, but it feels like just yesterday we were sitting here freezing our butts off with a road course race in April. So next weekend on Saturday we have Speedway 51 for the Geo Motorsports Nell Car Tour season finale. I could give you a spoiler alert if you want to hear it. Yeah, here it is. Spoiler alert. Colby Meserve has locked up the championship. So he's the 2019 Nell Car champion. Congratulations to Colby. And then on Sunday, we'll come back here for one final race number 30 on our schedule for the Moat Mountain Road Course Series. And I can give you another spoiler alert. Sean Buffington, the same one who's in this race right now, has locked up the championship in the Moat Mountain Series as well. So we're crowning 2 champions next weekend, which is going to be pretty cool. So, that's the remainder of our schedule. We got tonight at Riverhead, courtesy of Pit Stop Pitbull. And then we have next weekend at Speedway 51 and NHMS. Crazy to think that the season's already over. But, time flies when you're having fun. Speaking of time flying, we're ready to go racing. It's a 6-lap shootout. Buffington, Walker, your front row. Track is clean. We are ready. Are you ready? Here we go. 6 laps the distance remaining. Green flag back in the air. Weymouth dropped to the outside and gets by Smith. Five laps to go here. Delant wants the bottom line of Walker as Sean Buffington checks out on the field. Laps to go here at the line. Sean Buffington gapping the field, as you can see. Tyler Berry and Bob Weymouth looking to create a little bit of a battle here, but the white flag is flying. What I'm going to call the longest race ever. 21 days in the making. Off turn number 4. Sean Buffington wins the race here at NHMS. Walker second. Gallant third. Berry fourth. Weymouth 5th, Smith 6th, DeFifa 7th, Kraus 8th. That is your finishing order, unofficial finishing order here from New Hampshire Motor Speedway. What a race. Like I said, 21 days in the making. Anyways, so ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for our coverage here from New Hampshire Motor Speedway. We started on a cold, muggy day in the beginning of September, or cold, wet day in the beginning of September, to ending with a beautiful, blue-skied morning here at the end of September. But anyways, like I said, coming up on our motorsport schedule, we got Riverhead Raceway tonight, courtesy of Pit Stop Pitbull. And then also next week, we are headed to Speedway 51 for the NELCAR season finale. And then we'll be back here on Sunday the 6th for the Moat Mountain Road Course season finale. We'll crown 2 champions next week, and it'll be a lot of fun. Also, like I said, if you're interested, go over to, or actually it's on the same YouTube channel, go over to our other part of the YouTube channel and find the 2 homecoming soccer games from Belmont High School. It's going to be a good one, I can tell you that already. And you're going to hear yours truly behind the microphone. So give it a check, look it out, check it out. Give it a look over for me. Just do it, please. I like the views. But anyways, have a great night, everybody. My name's Devin Poslosny, signing off. Good night.